2, 1.
Good evening. I'm Hattie McHatterson, and tonight I bring you the Ballad of the Wedding Cup. Now, this is a tale of love, loss, spirit, betrayal, revenge, poor refereeing, and finger soccer. A long time ago, in a time of innocence and wonder, a group of men were young and free. Their hopes and dreams played out on the screen. These boys from Space City. Well, the shiny one, he wanted fun. He's hired victory. This guy named John hatched a game of laws here on Space City. He grabbed a thing and painted the thing so bronze and sparkly. The wedding cup would soon blow up the pace on Space City. Their digits clashed, some teeth were gnashed, and Ryan took the lead. But unfair calls had him by the balls on that episode of Space City. At such a cost, John's soul was lost to greed and braggery, and he flaunted it and wore out the bit over and over on Space City. So one day Ed got it in his head to fill dead air, maybe. Ryan complied and snatched the groom and bride, and finally had the cup rightfully his, but it didn't fulfill him that he had hoped, and he was still empty inside, so he decided to sing a song about it. And he is me, and here is the cup that I stole here on Space City.
I'm impressed.
Wow. All right. Well, I guess that's the start of the show. All right. Welcome to Space City Chronicles, where for another week we're going to have the best show ever. I am Barefoot. We have a sponsor. We got a great musical guest coming up. NIKKHOO is in the studio. He's an amazing rapper, I'm told. We got Callie right next to me. We got Bree. Bree, who, by the way, is now a regular member of the Space City crew. So, Bree, do your thing. There we go.
Hello,
See?
hello.
See,
Welcome me.
Guys, what were we like? I can't think of what kind of monsters we were back in the day when we first started the show, all the way back in May. Was it May? Dang, May. And we didn't have any ladies of any kind at all.
Zero ladies.
Zero ladies.
And now we have at least 2 of them.
At least 2, possibly more.
Depends on your definition of lady.
Well,
depends on your
no
definition of at least as well. So, John, what do you got over there?
Oh, it's the other thing I forgot. I got these you know those powdered sugar donuts that they sell at the gas stations?
You mean like the ones you're holding right now?
Yeah. Well, like I was driving here and I was like, dang, I kind of wanted some donuts. So I went into the store and I got it's like a ton. Like I have enough for everybody to have more than what they want. Like you would never really want a lot of these, right?
How many donuts would you say you got in that bag?
I got a lot. Like at least enough for everyone to have 2.
So we have, including crew and guests, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 donuts at least?
At least. Let me look at the package. There's probably there's serving size 4 donuts, servings per container, about 6. So that would be, about 6. So probably about 24 donuts per pack. So that's enough for a lot of people to have a lot of donuts.
That is 3 donuts a person.
Yeah, that's a lot of donut.
Okay. Can I have a donut?
Can I have a donut?
No, see, the thing is, like, when I walked in, I was, like, all excited because I wanted donuts. And I wasn't,
right?
It was like, I just want, like, one donut. But, like, I didn't really have time to stop by a bakery or, like, a donut place to get donuts. So I was like, well, I'll just go to H-E-B and get a bunch of donuts and then have them for later. Because I'll probably want donuts later. And, like, I'll eat a stale donut. I don't mind. I mean, and like I'm buying like these were not expensive. They're probably stale already. Probably how I can buy them is so cheap. So
so they were cheap and plentiful.
Yeah, cheap and plentiful. Like this is a really good deal for me because if I don't even want,
Can we see how stale they are?
Can I just have?
No, but what I'm saying
one.
is like even if I don't want all of them, like I could just have a couple, and I won't feel like I'm cheating myself if I just throw them away.
Right, but I think maybe you'd be cheating us if you didn't let us have at least. We can split one donut 4 ways.
Well, yeah, I know. I thought about that, but I was like thinking like, you know, it's kind of a mess, and they're powdered, and we don't want to get that all over the studio, and you know, maybe I just have one. I mean, like I don't even really want them anymore. You know, I was like, I don't need donuts. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to stay healthy. You know, like this is just gonna give me a sugar crash midway through the show, and like it's gonna be bad.
Then we can eat more in
Well,
the middle of the show.
I'll crash.
Well, I mean,
I might be diabetic. I might need a donut.
well, I mean, like I just don't want to
LBS.
like we're
Would
all.
would you give it out a donut if it would resuscitate Ryan?
I mean, yeah, but then.
You wouldn't give out a donut to save your friend's life.
Well, I can't imagine like there's other sugary things, and like I didn't pay for them. You
But we
understand what
don't.
I'm saying? Like,
We don't have any other sugary things.
I'm prepared to make you a great deal. What if I returned to you the wedding cup that I fought so hard for?
The wedding cup.
It's like I kind of want these, kind of though. Like I'm not willing to give them up just yet. Like maybe eventually. But is it really worth the wedding cup? Because if I don't have the powdered donuts,
I'm so hungry.
So am I.
I don't know. I think maybe later I'll have some and I'll be like, you know, these were kind of stale, and then like I'll confirm what I'm already feeling. But I'm feeling like right now the best option would just to not even open them. And I can't return them now because I already opened them, so I'm already kind of feeling like this is a waste of time.
It says clearly on the package to enjoy them and to enjoy them
All day long,
day
so
long.
it's like that's another reason why I could have a donut, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
Right now is the time of the day that's part of all day long.
Yeah, I know. You know, I had a big dinner and I had a big lunch. I was on my feet all day. Sugar now at this time. Anyway, so we got a good show coming up. Like I said, we got NIKKHOO in the studio.
Give me a donut already.
Please.
Are we still hung up on the donuts?
You
Guys,
brought them.
I brought the donuts.
You knew what you were doing.
I thought I wanted some donuts, and I thought I was going to eat them on the way to the studio. I wasn't able to do that.
Why'd
and I thought
you
I'd
bring
have
them
time.
out?
But
Tease us.
it was a hectic setup. I didn't have time to eat the donuts, and now it's kind of like we're on the air, and like I don't want to.
All right.
make
Enough with the donuts.
I didn't want to make this a
already.
thing, you know.
Enough with the donuts, I'm saying.
I know, but anyway, you know, it's like I just didn't want to make it too big of a thing. You understand?
All right.
You did.
Let's just not make it a thing.
I did, but what I would like to make a big thing out of is we have a sponsor this week.
We
guys.
have a sponsor?
We have a sponsor, even though this is non-commercial television.
So somebody has pledged no money to support us.
No, they have pledged money. It's just they've accepted the fact that we can't tell people to actually use their services, but we can inform them about them.
Oh, okay.
So that's the way we can have a sponsor. Like that's a misconception about non-commercial television. Like you can have commercial sponsors. It's just that there is a lot of intense rules about how you advertise for them. So like, you know, well actually let me because they gave me an ad. They gave me an ad to read, and it's kind of I don't think this guy speaks a lot of English because this is pretty crazy. So I'm gonna read this as is. But it's an ad for Donnie's Discount Teleportation Services, and I believe they had a graphic for us to throw up whenever. But it's kind of a neat idea, like. You know, trying to get across town, you know.
Wow.
I'll just read what he has here. We all know that traffic in Houston is a mess, and the congestion is only getting worse. Houston is also getting bigger every day. Now, some people are suggesting we turn toward carpooling, ride-sharing, or, God forbid, public transportation. But at Donnie's Discount Teleportations, they're here to provide an alternative to, you know, driving everywhere. Because, you know, it's all like gas and
Wait.
ride-sharing.
Hold on, John. My blood sugar's so low, I don't understand a single word you're saying. Can you start from the beginning, but slow it down a little bit?
Maybe with a little bit more donut.
Okay, yeah, no, like that. Yeah, I'll hold the donuts. That might like, because like I have them, I know that they're there, but it's like just making me hungry. It's making me feel kind of weird. So I'm just gonna put those out of sight, out of mind, and we'll talk about those later. Anyway, I really want. Donnie paid a lot of money for me to read this teleportation services ad, so I think it's more important that I get to that. So I'm gonna read this, and then we'll talk about the rest of the show. Anyway, so like I was saying, traffic in Houston is a nightmare. Public transportation, I mean, come on. Do you really think that's going to happen in this city? The answer, my friends, is teleportation. But not just any teleportation. Donnie's discount teleportation services. Because you know what? Teleportation is complicated. It's expensive, and it requires a ton of energy. And like, God forbid you screw any one little bit up, or else you go and go, you know? But Donnie has a solution for that. See, Donnie doesn't want to charge you an arm and a leg for his services. He just wants to take them for free while he transports you across the street. That's right. Donnie doesn't charge you an arm and a leg. He takes it. They're located over on NASA Road 1, and they say they can get you across the street in a reasonable amount of time. So you get across to NASA Road 2. And, you know, there's a lot of, like, legal waivers and stuff that other teleportation services have you sign. But Donnie doesn't bother with all that. $49.99. He charges $49.99. Now, again, I have to keep this informational. I can't really just, like, you know, endorse it, but I can tell you about it. Let's see, what else does he want us to talk about? Oh, okay. Yeah, he wants me to mention no tireless legal waivers here, no endless waiting times to get across town while your entire body is broken down and reformulated over a period of years. Over here at Donnie's, we ship the whole kit and caboodle across the street for the paltry sum of $49.99. I already mentioned that. And we do it without those troublesome hydrogen bomb explosions. Hydrogen bomb explosions? I wonder what he means by that. I have no idea what hydrogen bomb explosions have to do with anything. But he wants me to say something like, we don't care about your business, so like your legal stuff, I guess, just your business. So they just want your business. Okay, I guess we can say stuff like that. I don't know. Let's see. How does he do it? While other transportation services make all sorts of promises about cleanliness and variety of teleportation locations, DDTS has streamlined the service to only the most trafficked areas of Houston. He misspelled trafficked. Dang, this guy really can't speak English. NASA Road 1 and NASA Road 2. So if you want to go between those two areas, and according to Donnie, a lot of people do, you know, this is a service you could use. That's right, no more struggling to get across busy NASA Road. With DDTS, you've got a surefire, quick, relatively cheap way to cross the street. And then he ends it with, pass the savings on to you. So I'm pretty excited about our new sponsor this week. We've had some people teleport. Donnie's Discount Teleportation Services, 202-555-0159, at Donnie's Discount Teleserve on Twitter.
That would be at Donnie's Disco Teleserve.
So it's like a disco dance. Anyway, yeah, it's a cool sponsor. We're excited to have him on board. We'll hopefully hear more from Donnie later in the episode. But I believe we have a vlog. We have a vlog entry coming up. This is new for us. We don't usually typically ask for vlog posts. But we've got a group of vloggers who sent us in a nice little video about a cup game, and I'm excited to see it. So let's cut to that. Ed, are we ready?
Here we are. We're going to show you how to make some cups.
At Camp Lucky Falls.
Camp Lucky Falls.
Woo!
I'm guy.
All right, so me and Ashley here are here to welcome our newest camper to the camp, Lucky Falls. Welcome.
Hi, I'm Riona. Nice to be here. Thank you for having me, Ashley. And I'm so sorry I didn't get your name
Candy.
yet. Candy. Ashley and Candy. I feel like we're already the best of friends.
Aren't we?
That's what
You're
happens
so
at Camp
good
Lucky
friends.
Falls.
You make the bestest of friends.
There were rope courses and water things and balloon stuff. And oh my God, we had the best time.
All right, so now it's time
Ooh, what's
to
the time
teach
for?
Riona the camp initiation ritual.
Ooh, does this
Ready?
mean I'm going to be an official camper?
Of course. You're
Well-
like the coolest.
But only if you
Oh
can
my
get
God,
it right.
I love you guys so much.
You have to get it right, though.
Oh.
If you don't get it right, you can't be inducted.
Ooh, all right.
So listen closely.
Ready?
I'm
Yeah.
listening.
You got it?
Are you got it?
Yes,
do it one more
yes,
One more time.
okay,
One more time.
okay.
Just watch.
And then,
Okay,
and then you
okay.
better get it.
Oh,
Bring it.
Ashley.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Totally fun, dude.
Ritual.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Camp. Yeah. Okay.
Camp, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, get it right.
That's how you
All
do
right.
it.
Let's
Come
do it.
on.
Let's
Ready?
do it. All right.
All three.
All right. Did I do it?
Fiona. With the crap.
Fiona.
The what?
With the crap.
Don't say that.
You know,
13.
crap
I'm not
is-
allowed to use words like that.
crap is so cool.
Ashley.
Nobody knows crap about
Don't say
crap. Yeah, there you go. Doesn't it feel rebellious? Ah, we're 13. Let's eat lollipops.
Ashley,
Okay.
you're so crazy.
I'm
I
gonna go get
know.
my cup.
Go
Yeah,
get your cup.
why is it over there? You were supposed to follow the instructions.
When I get nervous, I hit things. I can't help it.
Wow, remind me to stay away from you.
Yeah, Miss Violence over here. Okay, let's do it one more time.
Can I watch? Can I
You just,
watch?
yeah, step
Okay.
back and stop
Okay.
hitting crap.
Yeah, let's
Okay?
as far away from rude over here.
Let's do it.
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
Okay.
You can't
see
be a
it?
lucky lady until you learn the Camp Lucky Falls.
It's part of our
initiation.
sisterhood.
Can
The lucky ladies.
Can you
Very
show me
important.
that again?
How
At
many
about
times do we have to show you?
One more, but can I hear it at 50 beats per minute?
Does that mean slow?
It means like a little bit slower, yeah?
Okay, we're gonna slow it down, but then you better get it.
And bring it.
Okay.
Bring it. You got it?
Got it?
I think so. I hope you'll accept me in this
You
class,
know-
'cause I really like being here.
Your cute little pigtails won't win you everything in life, you know.
They
You
won't?
gotta learn cup skills too.
But Daddy said
Yeah, well, your daddy was wrong. Oh,
Your daddy's not a lucky lady, is
No, your daddy better not be a lucky lady.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's get it. Bring it. Come on.
I like this attitude.
I
Finally.
like it.
Let's do it.
There you go.
Come on. Let's play some cups.
She's got it, man.
All right. Ready?
You doing it?
I'm doing it.
Oh, we're doing it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does this mean I'm a Camp Lucky Falls
You
camper?
totally- Oh,
We're gonna be
Wow.
best friends.
Yes! Oh my god! So,
Well, I think that's all from Camp Lucky Falls. I think we have a successful new camper. As enthusiastic as she may be, we're happy to have a new lucky lady.
a new lucky lady
Fiona-
it is! And what do you have to say for yourself now that
let's
you're
hear
a
it.
lucky lady?
Luck be a lady tonight.
You have such a deep voice.
I try.
I think it's called the baritone.
Oh my gosh.
Baritone sax. Sounds like sex.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up now. Hold on, what I can. Coming out, we got a guy who saved our butts at the last minute. He's super awesome. His name is NIKKHOO. He's gonna perform some songs for us. You can find him at soundcloud.com/NIKKHOO, and that's /NNIIKKHHOO. We're gonna put a graphic up later. He's got gigs coming up on Halloween, November, December. They're not finalized yet, so just follow him on Facebook. I assume it's the same kind of thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the studio and abroad, out there, wherever you are, give it up for NIKKHOO!
Check. How levels Ed? 2. Why? Yeah. Check. 1, 2. Bare feet, hands, feet, both log hard heat, home teeth, not feet, stab, passable, free, happy, toga, pre, half ease and hat cheek, no links on me, I remain a brain tree, root deeper, broad, reach, bare feet, false meat, earth, see them oaky, on point, but it's sweet, dark matter, man, never been a spammer, mandala, man, on a product of a team, procreate, no delay, a deflate, your dismay, I hold my own, never stray away, on this microphone, I'm myself, mate, in naked space, the grace and no take, on a patient plate, with what I've made, mostly, I contain, memories in my membrane, the stroke
sugar to gain. Feel for pain to make manifest with skin to game. Eject to my outlets, I unwind and be fresh. I indent your intellect with my artwork as an insect. I kill vibes with my steeds, my systems are well set. Essence to progress, kinetic as a poet. Passion pouring as I let it. Potent to the realm where the rhythm never ended. Check the method, I'm cosmographic. Foothill MC meteoric. Sunset of a stellar stoic. I'll dance with you on the avenue. So stay, shining, growing. Feeling not knowing what swims above. They know not how much I'll be about. They know not how much I'll be about love.
I can hear this. Let's go first. Do we have something for Bree to say?
How are the levels, Ed?
Ed was going to.
Well, thank you.
Okay. All right, now it's time for. Oh, sorry, Bree. It's time for Good Point, Silly Costume, where we have a series of not quite editorials, but just good points to give. And hold on, let me straighten out my wig here. I wouldn't want to undermine the gravity of the situation at all.
Not at all.
No,
Very serious.
that would be unfortunate. Okay, so I'm here to talk today about the problem of standardized testing in schools. Now, I have personal experience with this. I don't want to get into too much but there is an issue of standardized testing with at-risk students. So I'm going to go into it. I want everyone to just take it seriously. This is very important to me. It's very near and dear to my heart. So just going to go into it. Okay. Standardized testing in Texas schools has reached a breaking point, applying undue pressures on both students and teachers. While in theory, the application of a statewide standard makes sense, all students should be required to display mastery of the same set of skills. In practice, this has led to a series of more and more inscrutable and exhaustive testing. Consider this. An elementary school student with limited test-taking experience and competency is made to sit for a 3 to 4 hour test, or a high school student with limited English or perhaps a learning disability is made to take the same test as a student with neither of these two handicaps. Furthermore, the test is culturally biased to a certain socioeconomic class and to a certain type of learner. In an age where the focus is on student-centered learning and differentiated instruction in the classroom, why then are we mandated to give a standard one-size-fits-all assessment of skill? If the ultimate goal is mastery of state-written standards, why do teachers not get to create authentic assessments for their students? Why is mastery of the objectives tied solely to students who have the privilege of reading at grade level? A student with a learning disability can still be said to have mastered certain literacy benchmarks within a year and to have made genuine progress in their education without having to sit and decode a test designed for a reading level far beyond their reach. What's more, the pressure placed on teachers based on student performance is both unreasonable and obtrusive. For one, the curriculum and pacing standards already tie educators' hands in terms of constructing meaningful lessons. But the added pressure of teaching to the test makes it all but impossible to address the individual needs of students. Lesson planning must now explicitly address so-called objectives of need, while actual learning is being thrown out the window. Data-driven curriculum design has its place. Knowing where our students are weakest allows us to reinforce those areas of instruction. But it, however, must be tied to authentic and reasonable assessment. Thank you. All right, next we have Ryan reading about what?
I am Eagle Horse, and I have come to you today to talk about technology. Specifically, should kids have cell phones? Now, in a young child's development, there is much to learn and much to see. They have everything at stake. They have eyes, they have ears, and they must use them in order to learn about the world, its dangers, its pleasures, and everything else. Now, if they are using cell phones, if they are looking into their screens and scrolling and tapping and scrolling and tapping, how will they be able to see oncoming traffic? How will they be able to see the love of their life? How will they be able to see into the future? One does not know. Imagine, if you will, a future society full of people who look not at each other in their company, but down at their screens while in the presence of others. This is no good. They will not learn person-to-person socialization skills. No, they will only learn to ignore feelings and cues while tapping and scrolling and tapping and scrolling. They will not be able to communicate as effectively as they would had they not been raised on cell phones. Imagine also, if you will, a world devoid of great thinkers. Now, how can this be, you may ask? The answer is simple. None are used to thinking and reflecting in quiet solitude. Instead, they fill all of their time with tapping and scrolling and tapping and scrolling. They have no time for their brains to process and understand old information. They are always gathering new information by tapping and scrolling and tapping and scrolling. Imagine further a world where no one is able to concentrate because of said tapping and scrolling. Now, one may argue, we must communicate with our children. How can we reach them when they are at a friend's place, at the mall, or even on a road trip of some sort? Young children should not go on road trips, but they should be free to explore the world. We must communicate with them, surely. These cell phones, perhaps, instead of the lightning-fast data-gathering, super distracting smartphones that we have come to know and depend on, we can give children instead simple phones that can only call and not text and not video game and not internet, with the scrolling and the tapping and the scrolling and the tapping. Perhaps it is dumb phones that we need for the children and have needed for them all along. Eagle Horse has spoken.
Why, hello. I am here to bring you a very important and very serious message today. The importance of kindness. Random acts of kindness make the world go round. When me and you and everyone we know gets on along together in one big collaboration, people might not be so upset all the time. They might just have a smile on their face. And smiles can save lives.
All right, that was awesome. Thank you, all our presenters, which I guess includes me. All right, so now we're going to take some time. First of all, I got these donuts again. Oh,
Have you given any more thought to handing one or several of them out?
No, I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like it would be kind of weird to just, like, because you're going to have your mouth full, and you'll be talking on the show, and it doesn't sound good, and Ed's going to go crazy if he has to listen to that, you know, the smacking, like...
I don't think Ed would mind. Why don't you offer Ed a donut?
I don't know.
Ed, do you want a donut?
Yeah, not with all that equipment. We can't have food in the booth. No food in the booth. And Ed doesn't want it anyway. So I'm thinking, like, and I'll just keep them out, because, like, you know, I might want one later.
I mean, it just looks like I could just have one.
But they don't even look that... I just really regret spending the money that I spent on them, you know? It was like $2 that I got a pretty decent job.
What if we were to, like, take a collection and give you $2?
I don't want to take your money.
I mean, we'd be, like, happy to... What if we found it on the ground?
I don't know. I'm gonna put them away. All right, so we got this awesome musical guest who came and saved our butts, and we wanna sit down and chat with him for a little bit. I think.
Pick his brain for a little bit.
NIKKHOO, if you want to come on over to the couch, or you can sit there wherever you come from.
Yeah, bring it on over.
Yeah, move that. Or I don't know. What are we doing?
Got this.
Yeah, come on over. Yeah, we got a microphone for him. So we'll just sit down. This is NIKKHOO.
Welcome,
ladies and
NIKKHOO.
gentlemen.
I know NIKKHOO back from the old Late Night Pie days.
Late Night Pie? Oh my God!
All the cool kids.
Original location
Yep.
at Elgin and whatever.
No, not the St. Dane's location, but the burnt one.
Okay.
The crispy one.
All right.
Extra crispy. Late night pie extra crispy.
Yeah, I remember one time I went to late night pie and my friend was like, just park in the handicap spot, and I was like, I don't think that's a good idea, and then I did it, and then it was fine.
Totally fine. That was the least of the laws that were broken on those premises.
From then on, I parked in handicap spots for the rest of my life, and I am in fact parked one now. That is not true.
Rude.
I mean, I'm not.
Don't lie. Anyways, I figured we would take this moment to pick our gracious musical guest's brain today with a little some probing, slightly offbeat questions, possibly. Deeply probing.
We're gonna go
kind of
WTF style.
like a dental hygienist, you know, where they scrape.
We're gonna give you a root canal, is what we're saying.
So the first question I think was my favorite one of all the ones that I thought about that I have for you, which would be, what kind of sandwich do you think about while you're taking a shower?
I would say something with grilled salmon and avocado.
Grilled salmon.
I would like some arugula and maybe a thicker green like a kale, some red onion, heirloom tomatoes, potentially on like a 10-grain bread.
Wow.
Okay. And you would be eating, like, you're thinking of this in the shower. Would you also consume it in the shower?
No.
No, we're just asking, like, what kind of sandwich he fantasizes about while showering.
I know, but I just was like, you know, if you fantasize about a shower, would like it fulfill your fantasy to eat in the shower? Or are you just thinking, like, maybe I'll just make this after my shower?
Yeah, I tend to shower in the morning, and I'll shower before I eat. But I don't have sandwiches for breakfast, unless it contains what I eat for breakfast. And smoked or grilled salmon, it's not that.
Okay,
well. So what were the shower tip, loofah or washcloth?
Yeah, we really want to know this one. Loofah or washcloth?
Serious question.
I go bare hand.
Wow.
Okay.
So,
all right.
What kind of bear do you get this hand from?
Bear?
Yeah.
What kind of bear?
We got a couple of bears around here. Which one?
We've had some bear issues. So I want to know.
We've had bear issues. Oh, and if there's one bear in particular you stole a hand from, I would shake your hand, but not the bear's hand. Oh, that bear.
That bear.
Anyway, the bear in question is probably not the same bear.
All right, how about when you were a small child, what was the thing you were most afraid to smell?
Oh, yeah. Let's get some childhood fear smells.
Yes.
I will say when I was a child, I was very small. And I was afraid to smell my urine.
Oh, wow.
So I just made sure that I had to be hydrated, you know?
Wow,
so I didn't want to smell.
Right.
Dehydration. That's not a bad idea.
Like
wearing just water, you know?
That's real.
So, speaking of real.
Have to stay real.
NIKKHOO, you're drowning. You're drowning bad. Like, the water's coming up to here. It's starting to fill your lungs. You have seconds to live. You have seconds to live. Do you poop your pants?
I think after I die, my bodily functions act accordingly and just release.
But say you just like
bile.
Say you had to take a dump right before you were drowning, and you're like, you know what? I don't care if they find me this way. They're gonna think it happened after I died. You just go ahead and do it. Like.
Well, I think the contraction of my muscles from all the water being, or I guess my lungs being filled with water, so it's like my body's acting to survive, and if taking that dump would be, I guess, in accordance with my body trying to survive, then it would just happen, because I feel if I'm drowning, I'm sort of not in control.
Yeah.
You know? So potentially that dump will be taken before I drown, but I know for a fact it will be taken after I drown. So
fair.
I don't know.
Before you drown and you survive, you'll have to live with the fact that you drank poop water.
Well,
swam in it.
And swam in it.
But I might be wearing pants at this time, and it might just
who just drowns
dissipate elsewhere.
Well, I mean, it'll like my thinking is it'll come out the pants. Like you're wearing, like there's enough room in these pants. He's
a hip man. These are tight pants.
Yeah, and he's got full calves. So I don't know. It might have trouble getting down there.
I grew up playing tennis.
Okay.
Shows.
Yeah. No, seriously, excellent physique. We
went from poop
we compliment
to calves to yes.
All right, so like you're a rapper, so we should probably ask you questions about the rap game. So like,
Nicki or Iggy?
Lauryn Hill.
Okay. How about this? Is this a good rhyme? Rap, rappity rap, or rap, rappity rap.
No, it goes more A rat tat tata ta tat tat tata. A rat tat tat rat tat tata.
Okay, Callie, you're the final judge. Rap, 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 rappity rap, or his thing.
Let me hear it again.
A rat tat tat ta tat tat tata. A rat tat tat rat tat tata.
Come on.
It's this guy. It's
Mine was a Mr. Show reference. Anyway.
good for you.
Thank you. I love the fact that there's a plant, so I can't really see anyone right now, but that's fine.
I like it. We all like it that way.
Okay.
It,
No
like,
one wants to see
the
my
two
ugly mug.
connect with your bald head, so it's like I feel like you have hair.
Okay, I feel like that's a shot at me, but I'm not going to interpret it as such.
And you're asking
No,
questions
look,
about
it
poop.
does. It looks maney.
Yeah, I would
It's
like...
reminiscent of a mane.
I just want to make one thing clear. If I could have a full head of hair, I would. It would be nice. But I started balding when I was 13. And now...
They say the earlier you bald,
You
or
look so
like
mysterious.
the earlier you gray, it just means wisdom.
Yeah,
You look more zen than any of us.
That is true. And I'm probably the most least zen of any person in this room.
I don't know you, so I don't know.
That's probably it. Anyway, we got a game coming up. We're gonna play synchronized musical chairs, and everyone is invited to play. There are 4 chairs, and how many of us? 5 of us. That makes sense. 5 chairs for 4 chairs for 6 people. Okay. The point is there are more people than chairs, which is how the game works. So we're gonna transition to synchronized musical chairs. Then NIKKHOO, you gonna play another song for us? Is that what I understand?
Yes.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Synchronized musical chairs. So let me explain the rules. It's the same as regular musical chairs, except everyone has to move the same way as everyone else does. And I will be playing, Ryan will be playing. We're going to do this Whose Line's New Style. This is everyone's game. So yeah, let's do some we got the music queued up. Let's go play musical chairs!
We are missing a NIKKHOO currently. We expect her to play musical chairs, but she shall be here momentarily. That's
All right.
1, 2, 3.
All right, is everybody ready?
All right. Ready.
And you can hear me in the studio?
Absolutely. Hear you.
All right, let's play some musical chairs.
It's up to you to decide.
Oh, it's up to me?
Yeah.
Of course it's for the wedding cup.
All right, wedding cup on the line. Wedding cup on the line.
Now what is our first movement?
It's nice.
All right.
Out so soon.
Bad at this game. Oh.
I don't feel
NIKKHOO.
Took a
To
dive.
play.
NIKKHOO won't be taking the wedding cup. All right.
Next round, after we take out a chair, here we go.
All right. All right.
It's time for Space City Chronicles!
No. We all cheated. No, hold on. Round 2.
Sorry about that. That was a little error.
No. We remove a chair.
I believe Bree is out on that round, though.
Remove a chair.
We remove a chair,
All right, ladies. All right.
and it's down to 3 players. Here we go.
4 players, Ed. There's a pause.
John, thanks for playing musical chairs.
All right, let's see what we got to do. All right, yeah, let's go.
That was not a stop. That was not a stop. This is not a stop either. Somebody's injured. Ryan, thanks for playing musical chairs.
The wedding cup.
We have one. We have one more round, don't we?
All right, so you're coming in. NIKKHOO's gonna play one more song, and you're coming in for a song, okay?
Okay, over there.
Yeah, over there.
That wasn't close, sorry.
It's my turn.
All right, the final round, and here we go. That's not a stop.
Wait, that wasn't stop! That's unfair.
We only have 2 songs. Apologies. The song is playing. The song is playing.
All right. If my mic is on, I'm going to do some commentary. It's tense in these final minutes of the Wedding Cup Synchronized Musical Chair Championship. It's between Daniel and Callie. The defending champion is already out. Oh my God, who's going to be? It's Daniel! Daniel has won the Wedding Cup! Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel, a guy who's not even on the show, has the show's most precious icon, and it looks like the chair might bend and break. All right. I want to talk to the runner-up, the brave runner-up, Callie. Come here. I just want to get some post-match reactions from you. So it was a tough game. You were fighting the whole time.
Yes, I'm a fighter. We know this.
You fought hard. You had it within your grasp. The first person not named Ryan or John, and not to have any directs. Well, actually, I'm the only one who made the cup, but you could have had it in your hands.
I could taste it.
Yeah,
I could taste the Wedding Cup victory.
Yeah, you could taste it.
It was almost as if I had.
Yeah, but it's like you'll never have it now. I mean, you might not, because Daniel's not on the show, so like, you know, it's his to take home and bring whenever he wants.
You know what else I can almost taste?
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Those
no.
donuts.
Sorry, I didn't even know why I pulled those up. Like, we're not even talking about
Could I just...
No,
maybe
anyway.
if we can... We just did a lot of exercise. I'm concerned about Ryan's blood sugar. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah. No.
Just give me one. I can make sure.
We'll get there. It's fine.
He'll be all
right.
right.
All right, so that was awesome. We have a new Wedding Cup champion. We'll interview Daniel later on in the show. Maybe not. But coming up next, we've got the dude who we just found out has killer sandwich fantasies in the shower.
Absolutely.
I don't remember everything about in the sandwich, but it does sound like a good sandwich. It was grilled salmon, not smoked.
Grilled salmon.
Grilled.
There was kale. There was red onion.
Red onions, all the good foods.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it sounds like the kind of meal I would happily
10-grain
enjoy.
bread.
Hell yeah. Anyway, like I said, NIKKHOO, check him out. SoundCloud.com/NIKKHOO, and that's NNIIKKHHOO. And you can find him, I guess, with that same thing on Facebook. Yeah, find him on Facebook. He's working on getting gigs for Halloween, November and December. Check him out. You're gonna love him. He's great. Once again, the one and only NIKKHOO.
Only you don't have to remember the past in the same way you don't have to think about how you work the thyroid gland or whatever else it is in your organism. You don't have to know how to shine the sun. You just do it. Like you breathe. Doesn't it really astonish you that you are this fantastically complex thing? And that you're doing all of this and you never had any education in how to do it? You never learned, but you're this miracle? Well, the point is that from a strictly physical, scientific standpoint, this organism is a continuous energy with everything else that's going on.
Compose how it goes and post some earlobes and nerve to learn and drive over my threshold. Don't gain the world and lose your soul. Wisdom is better than silver or gold. A hold with handle of Constantinople. Be noble and bold at the helm of your hull. Watch I shoot like at the front of your skull. Back in sun and moon cause of that remote control. You can't be north if I'm not the South Pole. You're just me being me as I'm being used. I'm told about reflection. The evidence of persons picking impressions to gain a lesson. And never leave it open, believe it open. Leave the mind open, solely from judgment, from intuition. Cautiously, move about steadily, stay listening at a high degree. Whether a people look at it as we, 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 whether a people look at it as we. It ain't so bad to be a free rad, to keep little and give most what you have. It ain't so bad to be a free rad, to keep little and give most what you have. It ain't so bad to be a free rad, to keep little and give most what you have. It ain't so bad to be a free rad, to keep little and give most what you have. We own the night, we are the light, we are the night. It's our life, it's our life, it's our life, it's our light, it's our life. We own the night, we are the light, we are the night. It's our life, it's our life, it's our light, it's our life, it's our light. The evidence of persons picking impressions to gain a lesson. Never leave it open, believe it open. Leave the mind open, solely from judgment, from intuition. Cautiously, move about steadily, stay listening at a high degree. Whether our people look at it as we, whether our people look at it as we.
Yeah, you're gonna need to.
That was awesome. That was awesome. NIKKHOO is awesome. Is the best. Oh man, I don't know where Ryan and Bree went. I know Brian's. I see Ryan. Well, where's Bree?
Where did Bree go?
I don't know. Are you sick of all these people just disappearing like in the middle? It's very unprofessional, right?
I'm really, really sick of not having just one.
I wish you would stop talking about the donuts.
Well, I wish you would stop flashing them in our faces.
Flashing them. They're in my hands. It's not flashing.
It's a flash. It's a flash.
I don't know. I'll put them out of sight. Okay, we won't even talk about it. Oh, Ryan, okay.
Look at him. He's dying. Is it a donut?
Not dying.
Do you need a donut?
Look, a donut's just going to make this. You need an insulin shot.
What was that?
You need an insulin shot is what you need.
He says he needs a donut.
You need an insulin shot.
Please.
Don't touch. Ew.
Donut.
I don't want to touch it. Oh, God. Oh, no, this is weird. This is weird for me. Okay. Well, Ryan, I think, has died again for like the 6,000th time in some form. Is that a gray hair? No, that's fine. Callie's checking his pulse. What do you think? Dead?
Definitely needs a donut.
Okay. Can you actually tell that from a pulse?
Yeah. No, it's like there's a salinity and a pressure.
Yeah. I wonder how many people have died in the studio. Anyway.
From lack of donut? One too many, apparently.
Just from lack of...
Donut!
Hey, that's way too close to my crotch for serious. Like... Okay, well, Ryan's dead. I'm just gonna put my foot on his back.
Oh.
Is that okay? Is that cool? Yeah.
Donut.
Treat him like an ottoman. Oh. Anyway, so... What do we got next? That was awesome, by the way.
Donut.
That was awesome. Guys, you're being really immature about this right now. I'm starting to get kind of upset. Like, seriously upset about how, like, people can't respect my things.
It's
I know! I understand. But I deal with this all day. Like, people
just one donut.
One donut. First it's one donut, then it's like two donuts. Then, like, I don't get any donuts. You ever been to a party where you bring something cool, and you're like, you set it down, you're like, oh, everyone just have some first, I'll have some later. I made it, I brought it, it's okay. And then... all of a sudden, there's just none left for you?
I mean, that's what I hope when I bring stuff to a party. I hope that everyone enjoys it and that they have a lovely time and that they don't die of low blood sugar at my feet.
Wrap it up.
Faking it. Anyway.
Wrap it up.
I think we got some more show to do. Okay? We got to do the show. All right.
Do the show.
Like, Ryan... You'll live, probably. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'd like to emphasize that. I'm not a scientist of any kind.
I may live, but you're dying right now.
Okay, well, that's fine and dandy, but I'm no scientist, so I couldn't tell you whether or not anything Callie said was right or wrong. But it looks like we've got one. There's a guy who looks like a scientist over there, or a lady, or some kind of scientist-looking figure off into the distance.
I think I do see a scientist over there.
You see one too? Okay, so I'm not crazy?
No, you are crazy, but there's definitely a scientist over there.
Well, but we have, at least if I'm crazy, you're the same crazy as me. All right, well, let's see what's going on up there.
Scientist.
I've got it! I've got it! Do you see it? I see it! I see it so clear!
What do you see?
I see it in the television static! It's so staticky, it gives out messages. Messages of the future and the past and the present. It's there. It's so clear. I see it now.
What do you see in the static?
There's everything. There's everything. First, okay, it started with the weather. It's had a trickling pattern going downward just like the rain. I'll tell you what, it was raining that day. It was raining. Ha! That's what I saw. And then, guess what happened next?
You knock your glasses off?
I was knocking off my glasses accidentally, and it said, your glasses will reach the floor. And it was true. It was so true!
So, wait a second. What's your name, first of all, and why are you ranting about... Well, I guess I know...
You don't even know my name! I am Professor McGlabberson!
Professor McGlabberson, what is the historical origin of that?
Where are you from, McGlabberson? Out of this world. Let's just leave it at that.
So, do you speak static, or is it like something you just read?
You can. I can. You can learn too. The static has a language, a mind of its own. It's got it in there. You just gotta look at it. You look at it, and then you see it. You see it!
So is it like Latin and there's a lot of conjugating, or is it something a little more, like, easy?
It's kind of like You know, when you reach the bottom of the cup of coffee that you're drinking, and then you see a little pattern that the coffee made on the bottom of the cup, and it says something to you. It's got a message. It's true. It's there.
Sort of a divination, you would say.
It is a divine divination.
Okay.
Yes.
So I have a question. Can it reveal specific truths to you, or is
It
it?
told me Benjamin Franklin was right when he signed that paper. It said on there in its own magicalness. You just don't even understand.
So, like,
Yeah.
Was it like what paper? Was it like my electrical bill or something? Because like some dude's been like charging me hella money on my electric, and it's not me.
You just don't understand. You don't even know. You gotta look at it. It's got conspiracy theories. This world is coming to an end.
Oh dear.
Did it just like the Bible said?
Breaking news on Space City Chronicles: the world is coming to an end.
Sure is.
Professor McGlaberson professes it to be so.
You don't even.
Professor McGlaberson, what should we expect from the end of the world?
You better get rid of any and all frogs of all kinds. Get them out because they are gonna bring about the plague.
What about donuts? What should we do with our donuts?
You should feed all those donuts to the frogs so that they get so fat they explode. Because that's the only way we're gonna save this world.
Professor McGlaberson, I have a question.
Yeah.
If it's the end of the world, then what does it matter if there's a plague also?
The plague ends the world.
Oh, the plague brings that. The plague is the end of the world?
You just don't get it. You haven't seen the static. You haven't seen it. You don't understand.
So wait, I'm circling back to the donuts. So if I feed the frogs the donuts, there won't be an end of the world.
Yeah, there's no donuts in this world that can feed all the frogs.
Well, I have a
frogs.
lot of. I think we'd agree. I have a lot of donuts.
It does have a lot of donuts.
At least 24.
And those donuts are bigger than the frogs, so I feel like we could break up those donuts,
yeah.
and then we have at least 100 frogs fed.
We certainly don't need to do one donut per frog. That's wasteful. That's wasteful. I
It
think
was
half.
on the screen, I tell you. It was there. It was real. You gotta see it to believe. You gotta hear me what I'm saying.
Hold on. I hear you, and I believe you. I'm just saying, let's circle back to the donuts. How many
donuts?
donuts do I need?
You need about 50,000 donuts.
Okay.
That's not a lot of donuts. I feel like there's at least 50,000 donuts made in Houston this morning.
Yeah, but also, like, is it going to be every single frog in the plague, or is this like a localized plague of frogs?
It's gonna start in the northwest area, and then it's gonna move down south and to the east, where the frogs migrate. So you gotta start feeding them now, and then if there is enough donuts, I tell you, feed them, feed the donuts to the frogs, feed them.
Professor McGlaberson, I have one final question for you. Where did the static screen go?
Well, it was quite a phenomenon. You see, it was speaking to me, and then out of nowhere, it goes flying through the window, and I never saw it again. I went outside. It was not there. It was science. It was science!
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you see a flying static TV full of divinations, please call Professor McGlaberson because she feels very distressed about the loss of her TV right now.
Yeah.
Please, call.
Yeah, but like seriously though, you know.
Professor, will you come back sometime later with more of your discoveries?
Well,
You know what? I hope I will,
okay, we'll get to that.
if they don't get me.
Do we have a phone? We have a phone call. I heard. Yes. No.
Caller, you're on
Caller,
the air.
you're on the air. Welcome to Space City Chronicles. Well, your voice is.
Unless you're standing on your TV right
Hey,
now.
can we get a little more volume?
I am standing on my TV. Yes.
You are on TV. Congratulations.
Yeah. All right, dude. So what's up, man?
I kind of forgot what I called.
Oh, that's no good.
Do you have any opinions? Do you have any opinions on showing ankles on television? Because I'm showing them right now.
Oh, it's scandalous
Right
if we were women in the 1890s. So, caller,
That's indecent.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Should I just toss these donuts? I don't really want them anymore.
I think you should toss them. If you feed them to anyone, you're just poisoning your cast and crew.
Well, they don't need them, right? I mean, it's like
It's diabetes in the box.
these cannot be very good.
They're not.
No.
I know I have psychic powers, and they're not.
Well, wait. Well, hold on. You're burying the lead here. You have psychic powers?
Well, a little bit, yeah.
A little bit. That's still insane. Like, even a little bit of psychic power is way more than the human has. And if this is reasonable, dude, come on. You got to lead with that.
I made a recount.
I mean, you should call in and say, hey, by the way, I have psychic powers. And then that's the whole show. Why did you wait till the last minute? Oh, my God. Psychic powers. Psychic powers.
We don't know your future?
Well, I mean, we can. I mean, we've already we got a guy for that, I think, don't we?
Or one day.
Wait, guy for what?
To
Sorry.
Get the future. We had someone.
Low blood sugar. I couldn't. What?
Yeah, no, but we have someone who does.
Oh, yeah. Professor.
Well, but like, it's always good to have like a different perspective because their view seems kind of strange. I don't know.
Colin, how do you think the end of the world's going to come about?